Hello, this is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends Blogspot. It's Monday, the 9th of July, 2007, and we're going to look at some stocks for trading on Tuesday. Shares of CDC Corp, symbol China, broke past what looks like an inverted head and shoulders pattern here to me, with this being the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. You could look at this as the low here of 775 up to the neckline at 9. That's $1.25. Add that to the breakout point at $9 a share, or let's just call it $8.75. And just to be conservative, you could come up with a price target of about $10 a share. It came, that move above the neckline came on nice volume, and we've seen lighter volume as it's consolidated in a pretty tight range. Looks like maybe stock getting above this level right in here, above 915. That's what ought to get it going. Maybe I'd like to see it pull back first to here, and then it move higher. Where you put a stop is up to you and your particular style for trading. Now, another stock, Asian stock, is LJ International, symbol Jade. You can see this is had a huge run earlier, but now it looks like maybe the stock's getting ready to move higher once again. It had some strong momentum today, and I think taking out the afternoon high right around 12.15. Worst case stop probably goes there, and I'd be looking for new highs up near $13 a share. MVIS, this is Microvision. If you read the fly, you know this what this stock is all about. But it's in a great uptrend. It had broken past this larger head and shoulders pattern earlier in the year. And now the stock in the short term looks like it's consolidated along this 50-day moving average. And it looks to me like it's really got to get above 5 and a dime for the upward momentum to really come into the stock. And worst case scenario, I'd say put a stop down here. Looks like it probably ought to get going back up towards at least 5.5, 560 or so. Omni Energy Services, OMNI is the symbol here. This stock is very close to all-time highs. Actually, I don't know if these are real prints back here, but multi-year highs. And the stock has held up real well. But anyways, on the daily time frame, you can see it's been finding support along this rising 50-day moving average. On the short-term time frame, it looks like it's been making these higher lows in here. We've got this 5-day moving average flattened out. I'd say probably above 1145, 1150. I do own a little bit of this stock already, but that's where the momentum looks like it ought to come back into. I'd say stop probably below that 5-day moving average at worst case, and looks like to me it ought to head up towards at least $12.50 a share or so. OPSW is the symbol for Opsware, and this stock is up at all-time highs. So looking at the daily time frame, you can see we've got the stock finding support in here, and I'd say worst case stop probably below about 955 or so, and probably needs to take out about $9.70 for it to get moving higher again. Once it does get moving higher, I'd say probably a retest of these highs up in this area. TTMI is a symbol for TT Technologies, TTM Technologies. Nice looking weekly chart, and looks like it's still got some room, probably up towards maybe $15 a share or so. Looks like on the short term time frame that it's got to get above this 1302 or so. I'd say a stop probably right around in here. Be careful with this one. Maybe want to wait for this 5-day moving average to flatten out a bit. I don't like the fact that it is still declining, so just be careful with that one. FUL is a symbol for Fuller Corp. Fuller HB, whatever this is, and I don't know, but it's at an all-time high. Broke past big level in 2006, and it's been consolidating up in this area. But now it's looking like after this break, that in a large volume break, that it looks like it's been holding above this rising 10-day moving average, which is above the 20, which is above the 50, which is above the 200. They're all advancing, so I think this stock looks like it's got to head higher. Probably stop underneath this level right here. A couple stocks I would consider looking at if the market weakens on the short side are Immucor, symbol Blood, BLUD. This stock has just had a massive run over the last several years without any real big pullbacks. Maybe this is the beginning. I don't know. I'm not going to try and pick a top, but we do have a downtrend in here right now. Worst case stop, I would say, is up. Yeah, probably up near that 5-day moving average. I'd like to see maybe a little bit of a rally up towards that level and then short weakness, but this one looks like a good candidate for maybe some continued downside, as does Urban Outfitters. I'd mentioned this one yesterday as a particular stock that looks like it might have some downside in it, and looks like below this level, stop probably just up above that area there. TTEC, Teletech Holdings, got a declining 50-day moving average, guilty till proven innocent on a weekly time frame. Maybe we're going to get a test of that 30 level near the 200-day moving average, but it looks like worst case stop probably right around here. Maybe rally up towards 32.50 and then sell short some weakness. And finally, I would say also keep on your radar for a potential short is CBRL. This is Cracker Barrel. Stock's breaking down nicely in here, and looks like maybe stop above here, maybe sell short below that level. Best of luck.